Hello, my name is Brian Tracy, and many years ago I began asking the question, why is it that some salespeople are more successful than others? When I got into sales, I didn't know what I was doing, so I went and I asked other salespeople, successful salespeople, and they told me, and I did what they were doing, and I got better results. And then I began to read books on selling, and listen to audio programs on selling, and attend sales seminars, and my sales went up and up and up. And eventually I began to train other salespeople. In the last 25 years, I have trained more than 1 million salespeople in 46 countries on how to increase their sales. Thousands of my students have doubled their sales, tripled their sales, increased their sales 5 and 10 times. And so can you. What I discovered was that selling is a science. It is like cooking with a recipe in the kitchen. If you take the right ingredients and you mix them in the right way, you get sales every single time. That's why some people can start off in sales and in 1 year be earning more money than they had ever earned in their lives, because they've learned the recipe. They have learned the formula. Now, when I was studying the idea of a scientific formula, what I found is that a scientific formula is something that can be repeated over and over again. That's what makes it scientific. In my seminar, The New Psychology of Selling, I'm going to teach you a scientific formula that can be repeated over and over again so that you can make more sales faster and easier than you ever thought possible. There are 7 parts of the selling process that you will learn in this program. The first part is, how do you find prospective customers in the first place? How do you find prospects and then separate good prospects from bad prospects? This is a science all in itself, and I will show you the steps to take, and I will show you the words to ask to find better prospects. The second part of the recipe, the second part of the formula, is to establish trust and credibility with your customers so that they like you and they trust you and they're willing to listen to you and they're willing to be open to what you have to say. The third part of selling is to ask questions to identify the correct needs and problems of your customer. You cannot talk about your product or service until you have taken the time to learn about the customer and what he needs and what he wants and what he is willing to pay for. The fourth part of selling is for you to make an effective sales presentation. Now, a sales presentation is another work of art that takes a good deal of thought and planning and organization, and it moves from the general to the specific and to the logical conclusion where the person realizes that they need and want your product or service and are willing to buy it. The fifth part of selling is answering objections and questions, especially objections and questions about price. Why does it cost so much? Is it possible to get it cheaper somewhere else? And so on. And the ability to answer objections well can double your sales all by itself. The sixth part of selling is to close the sale. It's the ability to get the customer to make a decision to buy your product and to pay you for your product. Many salespeople struggle for many years because they don't know how to close sales. And I will teach you how to close sales in the 7 most powerful sales closing techniques ever discovered. I had someone last week in one of my seminars who with one technique increased his sales and his income 5 times in 1 year with one idea. And the last part of selling, the 7th part of the formula, is getting resales from those customers, happy customers, and then getting referrals to other customers. It's much easier to sell to a resale or to a referral than it is to go into the market and find a brand new customer. I'll also teach you how to manage your time more effectively, how to keep yourself more positive and more motivated, how to be better organized, how to prepare for every sales call. I will teach you how to make more sales faster and easier than you ever thought possible. This program has been attended by more than 1 million salespeople worldwide, and it is considered the finest program on advanced selling that anyone has ever seen. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in Warsaw soon to give you this program and to teach you every one of these ideas so that you can go out there and be extraordinarily successful in selling. Bye.